Longsteps is a dinghy cruiser designed by John Welsford, a true adventure boat, an evolution in design that brings together a thread of elements in a unique way. She's 5.9 metres long and 1.6 metres wide. The rig is a balanced lug sail complemented with a mizzen. Weighting is via water ballast and a starboard drop keel. More and more Longsteps are launching as the word gets out. If we were to park sailing and to park rowing for a moment and just look at cockpits and ask what sort of cockpit could a 19-foot open expedition boat get? How practical would it be?
So spending a long time on board a boat like this, you need to be able to move around a lot and alter where you're sitting or where you're standing. So we have different seating positions. We have a space in the middle where I can stand up and walk around when I'm sailing. I can stand up here, put my behind up against that, pick up the tiller extension. I can sail standing up, sitting down. I'm expecting the boat to sail on some points of sail self-steering with the mizzen and the main balanced. So I can actually go and lie down, or I can open up my fancy little galley in there and I can cook myself something underway.
Travelling is living across eating, sleeping and grooving, so layout needs to work well.
Talk us through some of the features in the cockpit.
Okay, cockpit is designed to sleep in, down the middle. Head and shoulders up under the shelter, tent the rest, or at sea use the American style bivy sack. That's your waterproof tented sleeping bag. Mattress rolled out, airbed I would expect, sleeping bag in there. Slide this out of the way, there's your sleeping space. This is your rowing seat or your table. Slide up in there, sitting up in there. I've got to show you the galley. Here we go.
To get safety, we're in the galley, yes.
This is the galley. So the galley lives in there. When needed, open it, clip it back, there's the cooker. Right, Trangia Storm 27. Put it away. Gone.
Sorted.
So it's sheltered. We're windproof in there, no problems. And being a methylated spirits, no pressure gas, all easy.
Safe, eh?
Relatively safe. Stay. So what else? Lots and lots of watertight storage. Now, when we took Howard Rice's scamp down into Tierra del Fuego, he was able to get 3 months worth of stores out of sight in his scamp. You walk up to it, it looked like an empty boat, but there's 3 months worth of cold weather stores tucked away in that boat. This has got about probably close to twice that volume of storage available. So I can go cruising for a month or two without any problem at all, without having to resupply.
For sailors coming to the Longsteps from sea kayaking, from smaller boats or from keelers, one of the biggest joys is the amount of fuel, food and water that this boat can store. Let's have a look now at some of the things that make this boat so pleasant to voyage in.
A really comfortable boat is made up of a whole bunch of very small features. One of the features, and you'll see it on the edge here and on the edge here, is that they are not just rounded off. So the radius here eases around and then is tight on the underneath side. You find that when you sit on that, it's not nearly as hard on the underside of your thighs as its straight radius would be. Right? Same on this, and you can see it quite clearly there. So there's that. There's the fact that the seat can be adjusted relative to the rowing footrests. That means that you can change the rowing style a little bit.
She rows, she sails. Let's have a look at the aft of the boat, some of the detailing.
So, John, talk us through these combings.
Alright, so these ones are sloped out at 8 degrees, which is about the optimum slope to lean against. But I can't run them all the way around here, they get in the road. So what I've done is, because this deck here is sloped and any rainwater that gets on it will run forwards, I don't want it to run into the cockpit. So I have in here, we have the deck, then we have a layer of plywood which is about 10 millimeters narrower than the piece above it, which makes a little catchment around here, a little combing catchment, and they drain out through a drain hole in here. So keeps the water from the deck here running into the cockpit. Right, Welsford's first law of seamanship, keep the water out.
Brilliant. Keep the water out indeed. With the combing explained, let's now have a look at the foot of the cockpit, how to design multiple solutions into a tight area.
So the footrests live here, they will be hinged, when required they go up. This is the compass binnacle, of course. Inside that box there goes the electric bilge pump, and in under here that footwell means that the seating is much more comfortable when the boat's stopped. You've got full leg depth.
With the cockpit understood, let's head to the bow to check out the railings.
Now, one of the little wee features, there's lots of little ideas on this boat, is this tow rail. Now, if I fitted a proper tow rail to it, it would look out of place on a boat that's this light. I'm trying to give the appearance of lightness. So you can see I've routed the inside edge of this gunnel strip, and there's just enough there to stop a boot from sliding off. Could be non-skid all over this deck, by the way, but that's what that little piece there is for.
Everything on the Longsteps is there for a reason. Versatile under sail, great to row, and comfortable to voyage in.